Hello guys and welcome to the Portsmouth project. This is going to be a realistic Road to Glory career mode series that we're going to be starting here on the channel, and we're going to be using a couple of different tools to help keep this realistic Road to Glory as realistic as possible. And just before we get into those two things, we're going to take a look at the championship standings. We're going to be starting with a live start point career mode. I know that can affect dynamic potential and some other things, but we're just going to start midway through the season already. Portsmouth sitting in 21st place, just outside the relegation zone. So our goal for the rest of this season is obviously to just not get relegated. The two tools that we're going to be using to help keep this career mode as realistic as possible is going to be Pfeiffer's Realism Mods and then Chesnoid Gaming's realistic RTG spreadsheet that you guys can see here. I'm going to leave links in the description to both of those guys and their channels, and the Pfeiffer Realism mod, anything I can to link those two guys. Please go check them out and support them as much as you can. They have given me so much inspiration to start a career mode like this. If you've never seen Chez's realistic RTG spreadsheet, I implore you to go check out his channel. Like I said, it's going to be linked in the description. He has been an incredible FIFA YouTuber for a decade now at least, and he has come up with this spreadsheet, him and some people that he works with, and it's absolutely incredible. Here you can see the squad tracker where you can keep track of all of the players in your squad currently and in the future as well. You've got your spin tracker, you've got your stats dashboard where you can add in your stats in your squad tracker. You've got the financial hub, you've got the guide, you got the save rules, things like that. If you have never seen this before, like I said, go check out his channel. It's absolutely incredible and it makes career mode so much more fun whenever you play it like this. And then we will also be using the live editor tool so that we can go in and make changes if we need to change wages, things like that. Currently with the realism mod for Pfeiffer, they have updated basically all of the wages for players so that it's a little bit more realistic. And I can go ahead and show you guys that right now. And so this is without the live editor. I haven't actually edited any of these wages just yet. You can already tell that they're just significantly lower than what you might expect from a championship side. I've loaded career modes without mods, without anything like that, and the wages are definitely higher than this on average for Portsmouth. So the realism mod already takes that into effect. One thing we are going to change is one wage. Matt Ritchie, he's on 5,300 pounds a week. And I'm just going to use this as an example to show now. We're going to use the live editor to edit his wages because he's making significantly more than that, I believe, in real life. So let's go ahead and look him up here in the live editor. And we will find Matt Ritchie. And we can go in and edit basically anything we want about him. But we're going to go to the contract here. And then we are going to change this 5,300 to 11,000. And it will update in-game. Let's go ahead and exit out of it. We'll click yes to save the changes. Then we'll go out of the squad hub and back into the squad hub, and we will go to the financials. Let's scroll down here, and you can see Matt Ritchie's wages have been changed to 11,000 pounds a week. And so now when we take a look at the spreadsheet, we can see over there on that left side, we've got Matt Ritchie's wages at 11,000 pounds a week. And then we've got everyone else's wages at what it is in the game as well. If you haven't seen the spreadsheet before, I'm going to talk about it a lot in this career mode. So now you can see here that the parent club for a few players is in. Freddie Potts is on loan at Portsmouth, as well as Samuel Silvera and Mark O'Mahony, all of them on loan. And then we've got one player on loan as well. We're going to start their wages off at where we're just paying 50% for both players loaned out and loaned in. And then as player loans happen throughout the career mode, we'll edit the wages to be, 40% or 60%, depending on what it is for us and the club that they are currently at. With this spreadsheet, you also have to register your players, whether or not they're registered in the Championship, League One, League Two, Premier League. This registration flag is what allows you to play certain players and not certain players. And there's all kinds of rules on that, but they are realistic. They are found in Football Manager. And if you go to Chesnoid Gaming's channel and download his RTG spreadsheet download folder, you'll see that. So to start off with, in the RTG spreadsheet, there are rules that are set in stone that you are supposed to follow to keep your career mode as realistic as possible. There are financial rules, there are squad rules, there are transfer rules, and there's some other rules as well. And you can use this spreadsheet whether you're on PC or you're on console, but if you're on console, you won't be able to use the live editor, you won't be able to use mods. So it does make the spreadsheet a little bit harder to follow, but it is still doable. But this page gives you rules about your transfer budget, your player wages, your ticket sales, your shirt sales, anything like that, travel costs. All of that is factored in, and you will find the rules for that here on this tab, the Save Rules tab in the RTG spreadsheet. The squad rules and the transfer rules are going to be very important as well. For the squad rules, you can't sign anyone higher rated than your current highest rated player. So for us, I believe Colby Bishop is 70 overall, which means that any player we bring in can only be a maximum of 70 overall. With youth players, their potential can't be higher than 10 higher ratings than your current highest rated player. So with 70 overall, highest rated Colby Bishop, that would mean youth players could only have a max potential of 80 as of right now. But that could obviously change as we get better and as our players grow. We also only call up players from the youth academy once per season in late March in a football manager style youth intake. And then the most important point of all is that we will limit each of our players' growth to +3 per season. This is going to be helpful with the live editor, obviously playing on PC. It's going to be very easy for us to limit player growth to +3 per season, but obviously on console, you can't really control it and you can't really edit it. So on console, you kind of just have to work around some of the rules. One of the other tabs on this spreadsheet is the stats dashboard. Whenever you enter your stats, they will actually show up here. That's why you can see those formulas that say, #calc or #calc that currently don't have any numbers in them. They will eventually. And then at the bottom, there are awards as well. Player of the Year, Young Player of the Year, Fans Player of the Year that you guys will vote on, Most Improved, Signing of the Season, and Goal of the Season that you guys will vote on as well. And those are important because we limited the player growth to +3 per season. But if they win an award, any of our players win one of these awards, they can grow by +4 in that season as well. I believe Chesnoy does it to where they grow by +4 in the next season, but we're going to do it in the season that they get the award in. I think that would be better for us. For the transfer rules, whenever you're in League 1 or below, you can only sign players that are English, basically. But once you get to the championship, you can extend your transfers to Europe and the Commonwealth. And then when you're in the Premier League, you can kind of buy players from anywhere and sell players to anywhere. Within this career mode, whenever we are trying to sign players, we have to offer squad roles. And if they are wanting crucial first team player, but we know that they're just going to be a rotation piece, we have to kind of back out of the deal. We have to keep it realistic as possible. And then when selling players, you kind of have to be realistic as well. So like, let's say Colby Bishop, for example, is our 28-year-old striker. If Arsenal came in for him, that kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. So we would reject an offer like that. But if a championship side came in for him, we might have to accept, depending on if he would be a crucial player, like the starting in the starting 11, or if he would be a bench piece, or maybe not. If he was like third or fourth option on a team that's higher up in the championship, we might be able to reject that as well, just because it wouldn't make sense. We could choose a senior affiliate club as well. You guys will have to leave a comment about that if you want us to choose an affiliate club. But since we're already in the championship, I feel like it kind of wouldn't make a lot of sense for us to do that. So let me know in the comments down below. And then if we feel like the game is holding us back with contract roles, anything like that, we're able to sign people and then give them the role with the live editor. The Financial Hub is genuinely incredible. The guy that made this, shout out to you. I'm not familiar with who it is, but I know that Chesnoy would know who it is. It's incredible. It gives you your match prices, your ticket prices, your attendance. You can calculate it and see what it would be. Your travel costs. In the game, the travel cost would be something like £35,000 for Portsmouth to go to like Southampton. That would never cost that much money. So here we will take 10% of the travel costs in game, and that will be what we put into the spend tracker. You also have things like corporation tax that you have to pay at the end of the season. You have season tickets that you get at the beginning of the year, and then you have match ticket sale prices and match tickets sold throughout the season as well that you have to keep track of. We'll keep track of things like competitions. In the championship, not everybody gets the same amount of money. First place gets 8.5 million. If you finish last, you get £6,800. So it's very important where you finish in the table, at least in the championship. And then it won't apply to us for a while, probably, but they've got European competitions as well as the FA Cup, the EFL Cup, and the EFL Trophy, as far as what teams get paid for either winning or losing in whatever round it may be, or if it's in the group stage. And then you finally get over to your Season 1 tab, where you can see all of the players that you have, their contracts, their ages, and then you can also see their eligibility, whether it says all or whether it says none, out on loan, League 1, League 2, Championship, Premier League, things like that. You can see it's based on their age. If they're under 21, they're eligible for any competition. If they are over 21, you have to register them, or if you don't, then they can't play in any competitions. But all of those rules are based on what league you're in. So in the championship, you can see in the middle of the screen, we've got 25 out of 25 max registrations as of right now. We've also got 3 out of 5 loan players, and then only 1 out of 4 loan players from the same club. So those are based on the actual rules that the championship follows in real life. And then up here in the top right, we've got our Season 1 balance. £2.6 million is what we're going to start with, but we don't get all of that money. Our transfer budget percentage is only 50%. and that's based off of what the rules are of the save. Everything you see in this tab comes from the spin tracker or from the squad tracker. Don't mess with anything in the actual season 1 tab or any of the other season tabs. You want to be sure to change stuff in the squad tracker, in the spin tracker, and in the financial hub if you need to help out and figure out what your spin tracker stats are going to be. Anytime we sell a player, we're going to get 75% of that money. So if we sell a player for £1 million, we're going to get 750,000 into the transfer budget. We can also move some transfer budget money around into the wage budget, and our wage budget currently that we are able to spend is 23,000 based off of the current committed wages and then the overall wage budget. So that's where we're at with that. And as we go through the career mode and through the videos, you guys will see how the squad tracker, spin tracker, everything like that works. Again, you can go check out Chesnoid's channel. He is incredible with it. We're going to go ahead and get started with our career mode with our youth academy. We've got some great players already in here, but unfortunately, we're going to have to get rid of basically all of them. 10 points higher than our highest rated player. That's what the max potential can be. So we've got 70 overall, Colby Bishop, which means 80 potential is the highest we can sign for a youth academy player, and all of these players are way above that. Truly unfortunate because we had some great players in there. We do have a goalkeeper left. His potential's up to 69. I don't think we necessarily need him, but we'll keep him in here for now. And so since we're already in January, we can already kind of get started with transfers. We've got a few players that are not registered with the squad that we could probably just go ahead and try to transfer out, and we could try to bring in maybe a couple of players to help us out for the rest of the season. I'm looking at Harvey Blair here, 21 years old, only 60 overall. We're probably going to try to find a loan for him. But then we've got Ben Stevenson and Tom Lowry that I think we're going to try to sell both of them, clear up some wages, get some money in for them through transfers, and see what happens. That's the one thing that is nice about the live start points is that you can already see who plays and their goals, assists, things like that. Obviously, you guys know that the match rating is messed up, so we're not going to be able to do anything about that. Dynamic potential probably won't be able to really kick in until next season, but we're okay with that. And as you can see, based on the stats, nobody's really having too crazy of a season. I mean, Callum Lang's doing very well for himself in that cam position. He's more of a shadow striker. Josh Murphy's playing well. Brother of Jacob Murphy, I believe. They look almost exactly alike, so I would have to assume. And then Colby Bishop here hasn't played as much because of injury, but has done well in the games that he has played in. But yeah, we know that Tom Lowry's not going to play much. He's not really playing in real life. Neither is Ben Stevenson, so we're going to sell both of them. Aban Boat is not registered as of right now with us because he has been injured for the entire season pretty much, and I don't think he's going to be able to come back anytime soon. Yeah, it looks like he's able to play in about 8 weeks due to his knee injury, which is maybe the end of March, roughly, so we don't really need him. And I've never really been a fan of having more than 2 goalkeepers in my career mode saves, especially if they're all like 30 years old. We can probably just get rid of one of them, so we're probably going to try to sell a Jordan Archer as well. The only issues we may run into with trying to sell Lowry and Stevenson is that they are running out of contract very quickly. Probably won't be able to get any money out of them. They might just go on a free at the end of the season. And it actually looks like we've got several players with contracts running out at the end of the season. It's slightly worrying. I'm not going to sign anybody right now to an extension just because I haven't played with any of these players. Colby Bishop, probably I'm going to have to re-sign because he's our best striker by far. Our first game in this career mode is actually going to be an FA Cup matchup with the Wycombe Wanderers. We've got a transfer offer here for Kamara. He's a player that I'm definitely wanting to keep around as much as possible. And honestly, I don't think that this transfer would be very realistic. So we're going to go ahead and reject that one outright. Almost forgot to talk about the settings that we have. So we're going to be playing on legendary difficulty, 6-minute halves. We might tweak this at some point in the career mode. You guys are going to have to let me know. I haven't played much on Title Update 8, which is what we're on right now. These are going to be the sliders for user and CPU. The user and CPU are always going to be matched up. It's just going to be slightly different for each one, essentially. We've got everything around the 50s, 60s, things like that. Injury severity I turned down quite a bit, but the frequency is turned up just slightly. The positioning of players is kind of left up to the tactical presets and the positioning of the actual players and the tactics and everything. So we're going to leave it like that. And then the first touch control error is slightly higher. And then the CPU sliders, their tactics, build up speed, we're going to have it be slightly higher, pretty high, to be honest, just because I feel like sometimes the CPU doesn't want to score, and I would like them to score, or at least try to, and I want to be able to play defense somewhat in this career mode, and especially since we're Portsmouth, we're going to struggle in the championship for probably 2 seasons at least, maybe a third if things don't go too well. when we don't make the right moves in the transfer market and things like that. But these are the sliders in the settings for the career mode. If you want to stop and pause at any point in time, just do that and let me know what you're playing on. We do currently have a youth scout that was just free. It was already here. So we are going to send him into England to just find really anybody. We're going to set it for, I guess we'll set it for 3 months for now, since March is about 3 months away. And we'll basically just look for anybody. Striker, winger, midfielder, center back. That works for me. And so let's go ahead and just hop into a game. The Fight for Realism mod has added some stuff that will be in this career mode that we'll be able to see. It added things like, AC Milan and Inter Milan and things like that we're probably not going to see much of throughout the career mode, but Portsmouth's third kit is now in the game, thank you to Pfeiffer. The first thing you'll probably notice with the Realism mod is the updated scoreboards. It is fantastic to see just realism, essentially. It's always fun to see more realism in career mode, and that's what the Realism mod does. Shout out to you, Pfeiffer, for all the work that you have done on this. It has been a joy to play on it so far, and hopefully it's going to continue to be that way as we continue. Not a great pass there, though. I haven't really changed up any of the players' positioning for Portsmouth just yet, or any of their roles. Kind of just want to play with them on default, see what it's looking like for the first game, and then we'll go from there. We might switch it up. I mean, the manager, John Mozinho, we're using the real manager, by the way. Pfeiffer added that in. Good move. Richie gets around one defender, cut it back inside. Bishop goes for the shot. It is blocked by the defender and cleared away. We've got a lot of work to do with this squad. It needs improving very greatly. This is barely a championship caliber team. I mean, they won League One last year, but oh my goodness. Oh, I thought that was going to be a goal for them for sure. We're coming up against a team that's second in League One currently, and they're having their way with us as of right now. We are not performing well through the first 20 minutes. We've got a bit of a break here. We're going to look back inside for Bishop. Lang can sort of bring that down. I don't know who this is. What is going on? Potts. Back to Lang. Lang with a shot. Deflected, and it will be cleared out. Great pass. I'm enjoying the snowy conditions so far, but not if it leads to a goal here. And it does. We can't be out of the FA Cup in the first time that we play it, right? Surely? 25 minutes gone. 1-0 Wycombe Wanderers. Richie inside to Bishop. I was waiting for a run from one of our players. We never really got one. Potts going to look back inside for Richie. This is Lang, actually. Lang, good shot, but good save by the keeper. Potts now on it. Potts waiting for the run of Murphy. Murphy does appear to be onside. Nobody really with him. And the shot goes wide of the post. Ogilvy, good interception there. Push forward. Looking for Murphy to give us a better run. Nothing really doing there. Probably wasn't the greatest pass anyways. Ogilvy going to get stuck in no man's land here, but is going to do well. Murphy over the top. Bishop. Oh, try to just bring it down. It did hit his arm, I believe, and it looks like that is going to be the end of the first half, so things aren't going well so far in the first game. Bishop now with it. Nowhere really to go with that one. Out here to Richie now. We just don't have a lot of support. Lang in the middle. Again, still just no support. Nowhere really to go. Lang's kind of making it for himself. We're going to go out to Murphy here. Look for a cross inside. Bishop is on it. Bishop. What a terrible header. Ogilvy down here to Murphy. Murphy was making a great run. Murphy going to swing it back post. Bishop is there. Keeper was on his toes, though. Oh, great ball in. We could be in some serious trouble here. Oh, fantastic save. Thank you, Schmid. I believe that's how you say his name. Still in trouble, though. We've got a lot of work to do to get this ball away. Luckily, that shot's wide. We don't have to save it. All right, so 72 minutes gone. We've got to get some subs on. It looks like they're going to get a couple on as well. We're going to be bringing in Paddy Lane for Matt Ritchie out on that right side. And I believe Tommy Devlin is his name. Something Devlin. Devlin is going to be coming in the midfield for Dazzle. Murphy inside to Lang. Lang is just being out-muscled. Just haven't really figured out this midfield yet. Really haven't figured out anybody on the team yet. And another attack here for Wycombe. 75 minutes gone. We really need to get the ball back. We really need to score, boys. We've got to get a goal. I don't know if we understand that that's the point of the game here, but luckily they turn it back over to us. Let's push forward here. Or let's not. Let's just turn it right back over. Don't know who to even guard. Get it away. Please. Back to him. Opportunity for them yet again. Ogilvy goes for a challenge, misses, but luckily it's deflected right back to him. Nice. Nice. Lang. All right, Murphy, you got to run forward, brother. We need some help. Ogilvy's making a run. Let's see if we can hit him over the top. We certainly can. Bishop. Can't get on the end of that. We're running out of time here, guys. And Wycombe are trying to find a second. Oh, they nearly have. They have outplayed us. We do not deserve to even have the chance of going to penalties. Nowhere to go. And we are in a sticky situation now. Another save. The only player that's played well is our keeper. Thank you. Win that. All right, we have a chance here, boys. How fast can we get forward? And can Bishop get around his defender? Yes, he can. Ball roll inside. Take the shot. He sends it wide. That was basically our only opportunity the entire game. It was inches wide of the post. Now there is. Bishop, turn your man. Bishop, use your pace. Bishop! Oh, what a game. Wow. We're lucky. Honestly, the referee should have blown his whistle. We are very lucky to even have that opportunity. 1-1 after 92 minutes. We're celebrating. But this goes to extra time. So we can't celebrate too much more. I'm just happy to be here, though. Honestly, happy to be into extra time based off of how the rest of that game was going. You guys liking the scoreboards? I think the scoreboards are super clean. We've got the English pack downloaded in the mods, and I think it looks super nice. Everything about the presentation of the game, it just helps it feel a little bit more realistic. Like I said, it's fantastic to see. Again, Pfeiffer, incredible work. Murphy inside to Lang. Lang back out to Murphy. Nowhere really to go. Bishop kind of just sticks a foot out to it, and it will be away. Lang sticks with it. We've got Bishop basically through here. Bishop, can you get another one? Shoot! Why are you not shooting? Lang feels like a really good player. He's only 69 overall, but genuinely, he feels incredible. Lane, back over here. Nowhere really to go. There's just no one in the attack. Lane's just kind of dancing around. We're going to wait for the run of Callum Lang, though. Cleared away by the defense. All right, now we're into the second half of extra time, trying to push forward. Nothing really to look forward to right there. Lane, that's just a terrible pass by Devlin. The young central midfielder. I'm looking forward to using him, but not if he's going to play like that. Lane into Lang. Oh, is that a great ball? It is. Can we get it back inside? Lang, you can't miss that. Oh, so many opportunities that we have just been needing, and they were so close. Bishop, inside to Lang. I didn't want to go through the gap right there. Bishop now has Murphy on the outside. Can we get it across goal? Nearly a great idea. Are we going to go to penalties in our first game? God, I hope not. But I hope we win, so maybe I do, because they're pushing forward now, and then this will probably be the last opportunity of the regulation time. Good cross inside. Ogilvy chests it down to one of our players. We're just going to clear it up the field. And so that's penalties. Wow. What a way to start off the career mode. We've got some okay penalty takers, but nothing crazy. It doesn't look like they really have any great ones either. We were on the right side, and we dove the wrong way. Bishop, going to go top right with this one. Fantastic penalty to start off with. 1-1. Onyedima. Oh, we went the right way. Just a bit off on the timing. Murphy, going to go top left. Oh, same thing happened. Okay, we can't be bounced out. Not this early. Not this early. Lang, let's see what you got. We're going to go bottom right. Bottom right works. 3-3. No saves so far and no missed shots. And they went left yet again. Oh, man. I'm going to go right down the middle. Right down the middle. You knew they were going to stand still. One more penalty. We went the right way, Schmid. You've got to save that. Oh, man. Wycombe Wanderers through to the next round of the FA Cup, and Portsmouth bounced out. And that's that. What a way to start off the Portsmouth project. Not great, obviously. Would have loved to win that. Would have gotten some prize money. We still might get some prize money depending on what round we're in. I don't actually know off the top of my head. First game of the career mode goes to penalties, and we lose to a team in the league below us. So that's even more demoralizing. If that lets you know about, kind of what's in the road ahead, it's a little foreshadowing for us. We've got the manager, John Mazzino, in. This is his face. The facial hair maybe isn't exact, but it is him in the game, which is super cool. Another thing from the realism mod. shout out to that yet again. You can see here, let's go ahead and take a look at the standings once more to round off the episode. 21st place. We've got 2 games in hand on some teams above us and below us, so we're not in a terrible spot, but we really need to start off well. And we're going to face Blackburn in the first game. They're really good. I'm not expecting us to be great in this first season at all. Let's go ahead and take a look at the calendar. Again, just another help from the mod to make things look just that little bit much better. We've got 5 games in the rest of January against some pretty good teams. Ratings wise, we are the worst team in the championship. I believe we're a 67 overall in the game. It's going to be a long road to hopefully stay in the championship. If we get dropped down to the League One, we'll see what happens. And so we can see here that our travel cost for that game was $14,000, but of course we only take 14% of it. So we will go here to the spend tracker. Money out is going to be 1.4 thousand or 1,400, excuse me, and that is going to be travel costs. And so that's all you do. You just put that in there. You can see over here on the right side, we've got the profit / loss is technically at minus 1,400. We'll add in player wages, things like that as they come into the budget, so in the finances. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, please be sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave your comments about how you feel about the career mode, RTG spreadsheet, the mods, anything like that. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.